a cement lorry crashed into a prison, hardened criminals on the loose. Gotcha. Hello, I'm Big Ed, editor at the best paper you've probably never heard of, Abbey Press. Well, here's my office at the top of the tower. I'm actually putting together the biggest story of the year. Have you ever heard of Jesus? Well, me and my team have been finding out more about him. But instead of listening to what other people are saying, we've listened to Jesus himself. Who does he say he is? Hello, Abbey Press. Something important's gone missing. Oh no.
Hey, welcome to the fruit store. Did you find everything you needed?
Sure did. I came in looking for some grapes. Look what I found.
Oh wow, amazing. Imagine finding grapes at a fruit store.
These grapes are perfect, so juicy, so good for you.
How many grapes do you have there, sir?
Just this bunch here, that should all be. Wait, where's Jerry?
Who?
Jerry? He was right here.
Is Jerry one of your friends?
No, he's one of the grapes.
Your grapes?
Yeah. Oh, where have you gone?
So you named a grape?
I've named all my grapes. Look, I have Jack and Peter and Claire and...
Okay, I get it. The grapes are named.
I love these grapes. I love them so much. And that's why I can't leave one behind.
I wanted to work at McDonald's, but my mum told me to work here. You get the strangest people sometimes, and it's a nightmare.
Jerry, where'd you go?
Sir, you're a fruit store. Can you not just get another grape?
I don't want another grape. I like Jerry. I'm not going to leave without him.
Well, sir, we close at 6 o'clock, so if you don't find your grape in time...
Jerry. His name's Jerry.
Well, if you don't find Jerry in time, you will have to leave.
Wait, I found him. Oh, Jerry, I miss you so much. I tell you, these grapes, I like them all. I would never leave a single one behind.
You really are crazy about those grapes.
Oh God, He always keeps His promises. He said the sons of Abraham would be more than the grains of sand, and so His family grew underneath the Pharaoh's rule. promises.
A long time ago, when Jesus was walking on this earth, there were some religious leaders who tried to impose extra rules and regulations on the people. They were hard to follow. They were their rules, not God's rules, and Jesus didn't like it. And so Jesus told them a story. He told them a story about a shepherd who had 100 sheep. Now, looking after 100 sheep would be a hard job, but a shepherd's job is more than just looking after them. He has to lead them into places where there's nice fresh water for them to drink, lovely green grass to eat. He has to protect them from wild animals, and he has to really keep his eye on them all the time. 100 is an awful lot. And so this shepherd looked after his sheep. He knew them all by name, and he led them out to green grass and fresh water every day. Now you'd think the sheep would like that. But one little sheep decided he maybe knew better. He wanted to do his own thing. He didn't want to follow the shepherd anymore. He was sure he could find fresher, sweeter water and greener grass somewhere else. So when the shepherd was busy looking after the other sheep, he snuck off and went his own way. He decided to eat the grass that was over in that part of the field. And then he saw a bit further and a bit further and a bit further, and before long he was well away from everybody else. He thought he was doing great. Meanwhile, it was coming up to evening, and the shepherd decided it was time to take his sheep back to their pen for the night where they would be safe. But just to make sure he got them all, he decided to count them in. Remember how many there were? So he counts from 1 all the way up, 97, 98, 99. Oh, there's supposed to be 100. So he started counting them all again. From 1 all the way up, 97, 98, 99. Still no 100th sheep. Right, thought the shepherd, I better find out who it is, because he knew every single one of his sheep. And he looked very closely and he recognised which one was missing. Now it doesn't tell us in the Bible what the sheep's name is, but we're going to call him Barnaby. So the shepherd made sure all his 99 sheep were safely in their pen, locked up the gate, and off he went again. It had been a long day, and he had to set off again looking for his missing sheep, because anything might have happened to it. It might have fallen into the river, it might have got stuck in a thorny bush, it might be up on the top of a mountain, or the worst possible thing, those bad wolves and bears or snakes might have got him, and he could be really, really in a bad way. So the shepherd went out calling to his sheep. Do you remember what we're going to call him? Barnaby. Barnaby! Barnaby! Where are you? And then he would stand and listen, because if his sheep was out there, it would be going, ah, ah. He didn't hear anything, so he had to walk a bit further. And then he called again, Barnaby! Barnaby! And he listened again. And this time he heard a faint little bah! Bah! Oh dear, thought the shepherd, this sheep really is in trouble. I'd better go and find him quick. And there he saw him. Barnaby had got himself up on the top of some rocks and couldn't get himself down. He was feeling quite frightened now, because there were no other sheep around and it was getting dark, and he probably had heard the wolves howling in the background. But you know, the shepherd was so relieved to see his sheep. He ran up to him, picked him up, cuddled him, told him how much he was loved and cared for, told him that he was going to be safe now, and took him back to the pen with all his other sheep. And Jesus said to all the people, "You are my sheep. I want you to follow me. I want you to know that I'm going to look after you and keep you from danger. But you can't choose to go your own way. You need to choose to follow me, and I will look after you, because I know each and every one of you by name."
So in today's story, we read the story of the Good Shepherd. So today for your craft, you're going to be making some sheep. So this is my example here, and I'm going to show you how to make it. So first of all, in your pack, you should have a piece of white card, black card for the face and for the legs, some sticker eyes, glue, and some cotton balls. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to glue all over your white piece of card. Then, once you've done that, you get your cotton pads and you just stick them onto it. I'm going to arrange mine like circles, getting smaller, just to use it all. And it'll look a little bit like this. Then next you're going to do is you're going to get the sheep's face and you're going to glue it. And just stick it into the middle of your sheep, like that. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to get your eyes and just peel them off and stick them on the sheep's face. Like so. And you can happily draw a smiley face or draw a mouth on the sheep if you would like. Then next for your legs, what you're going to do is you're just going to put a bit of glue at the top half of it. Like so. Turn the sheep over and stick to the back. And cross it over like so. So they're sticking like that. And then whenever you turn it back over to the front, there you have it, a little sheep.
Hello, my name is Danielle, journalist at Abbey Press, and I'm here today to bring you a new and exciting memory verse. Have you ever been to a petting zoo or a farm and petted a lamb? Their coats are very soft and gentle, aren't they? Sheep need care and protection so that they can stay safe. Did you know that we call someone who keeps sheep safe a shepherd? There are lots of different shepherds throughout the Bible, but there's a very special one from this Bible verse. I'm going to read the verse from my Bible now. I am the good shepherd gives his life for the sheep. John chapter 10 verse 11. I'll read that again. I am the good shepherd gives his life for the sheep. John chapter 10 verse 11. This verse is spoken by Jesus, God's Son. In the first sentence, I am the good shepherd, he's talking about himself. Jesus is the good shepherd, but not like a shepherd who looks after sheep. Jesus is a shepherd of people. When Jesus calls himself the Good Shepherd, he means he wants to look after all of us and take care of us and keep us from harm. And the second sentence, the Good Shepherd gives his life for the sheep. A good shepherd will do everything to make sure their sheep are safe and sound. And Jesus did exactly that for all of us. He gave his own life on the cross so we can be saved from our sin and so we can later be in heaven with him forever. He will always love us and take care of us. Whether or not you've asked Jesus into your life to be your friend, please know that he loves you so much and will always look after and take care of you. Now, do you think we'll be able to say the memory verse together? I am the good shepherd gives his life for the sheep. John chapter 10 verse 11. Oh, that's weird. Some of the words just disappeared. I have a really bad memory. Do you think you'll be able to help me remember it? I am the good shepherd gives his life for the sheep. John chapter 10 verse 11. Well done, you have a much better memory than I do. Now some more words have disappeared, this is terrible. Do you think you could help me remember it again? I am the good shepherd gives his life for the sheep. John chapter 10 verse 11. Oh, they're all back? That's weird. I'll have to get onto my secretary about all of this. Why don't we say it one last time together? I am the good shepherd gives his life for the sheep. John chapter 10 verse 11. Thank you so much for listening so well to my memory verse. I hope that you remember it and remember that Jesus will always love you no matter what.
So, looks like Jesus really cares about you. And just like the good shepherd that he is, he will look for you and rescue you no matter what you've done. Now let's sing a new song now. Can you do the actions too?
I lay my life down at your feet. You're the only one I need. I turn to you and you are always there. In troubled times it's you I see. I put you first, that's all